Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I'll be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to episode 5 of our Sons of Carthage and Rome Tunis run, where hopefully today we can swap our religion, maybe get a tiny little piece of land off of Portugal now that Castile is pretty much out of the picture there. I can really only get one claim, but I'm trying to think of something to use my manpower on. And my soon-to-be large treasury, unless I just spent it on... Yes, I actually just got the Renaissance, so perhaps I won't have a massive pile of cash to sit on for a while. In fact, it's looking rather slim. Only to be slimmer once the rebels start occupying a whole bunch of land. Now, the way this goes is going to be rather interesting. Oh, and I'm in a regency too. Okay, that's cool. That's interesting. That's unique. Looks like our rebels are gonna have a little bit of an easier time rising up as well. These other ones shouldn't be so bad, so I'm not too concerned about it. I'm going to try and boost up my legitimacy a little bit. Or somehow get myself something as I wait for this 1 year to go by. Interesting how each month there's a 20% chance, and yet they don't do anything. It should only take maybe... yeah, 10 months maybe, right? Well, that's the guess at least. As for our treasury, let's try and have a little bit of money. Not quite sure how I'm gonna get that done. My fleet is still rather expensive. I wouldn't mind getting rid of, perhaps, a light ship or two. I don't feel like I need this many light ships, so I'll get rid of 3 of them, I think. If I can sell them off, the better, so I think I'll try and do that. Just as well, I'll try and get rid of 1 cog, perhaps. Just sell off a couple of ships to people who, maybe they don't need them, but maybe they'll just buy them anyway. So, no, you don't need anything, because you're in debt, actually. I can't sell you anything, you're too far. Though I might be able to. How about you? Oh, you're at war. Are you at war as well? Yes, okay. People who are at war don't really want my ships. You don't want my ship because you don't like me, and you're in debt. So, it's really hard to find someone who does like me. Really hard to find someone who does like me. How about you? Do you want some of my ships? Ah, you do. For maybe just a measly 7 ducats, but I'm willing to sell it more than giving it away for free, and I missed that button. They really should just let us type in this amount, huh? Anyways, there you go. I'll try and get as much cash as I can. As for these bad boys over here, let's see who else would want them. Don't imagine very many people. But France does not hate me, but he is at war. You hate me. Do you want another ship? Maybe, who knows. All I know is I have too many. Way too many ships. You guys, of course, should be protecting trade in Tunis once again. And I guess you guys should be on the mothball part of things. I'm surprised it's taking you guys so long. Well, let's hope things just keep working out as they are. As for you guys, of course, I'll go and check. Do you want more ships? You would love more ships. Well, fantastic. Fortunately, I don't get to choose a very good number with this. So you get one of these. Wonder if I could sell you some more as well. Let's find out. Yes, I can. Okay, sure thing. I mean, I don't need them. So I'll just keep on selling you some ships. I really want these guys to rise up. You have a pretty good chance at it each month. I would have guessed. Of course, when I need rebels to rise up, they don't. But when I don't want them to rise up, they're everywhere, right? Of course. Now, as for us ourselves, we can probably hire 1 cannon. Just for the value, and the rest there. Actually, no, I don't need these guys. In fact, I don't need any of these, or I don't need 2 of these infantry at least. There we go. That'll give us a full army to use whenever we can. So of course the Sicilian zealots, or separatists, make progress, but the Catholic ones don't. Of course they do. Well anyways, we got ourselves a new Sultan. Are these mutually exclusive? I don't believe so. Prestige, Unrest, and Missionary Strength versus Heretics. Well, I don't want Unrest decrease, but I'll take these. In fact, I need an Unrest increase over here. Ugh, okay. Let's claim that. If need be, maybe I can take on some overextension and increase this number a little bit. Tolerance of the true faith, yearly legitimacy. Well, where am I at here? Currently on the path to legalism. Might as well stay on that path. Doing this brings me closer towards legalism as well. I suppose I could stay there. Might take on a little bit of debt, but maybe I'm willing to go to war for a brief period of time. Just take like one thing from Portugal, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I don't see why not. I'm not really in the mood to go to war with Morocco. But Portugal might be okay. Depends on the Portuguese fleet size, actually. Well, they don't have any galleys, and that's a good thing at least. I think the inland sea, unfortunately, ends here? Yes, it does. So here's inland, this is not inland, so we don't want to fight on the Straits of Gibraltar at all. And here's fine, though. And I imagine the Portuguese ships are already exploring. Yeah. Probably not colonizing, but at least exploring somewhere. Well, they are colonizing here, so maybe they have a bit of an army occupation right now. Who knows? For now, I'll just spend some money. I'll probably go into debt, but that's okay. Or is it? Yeah, no, it's fine. Let me bring these guys over here as well. I'll give myself a few months. I at least want to get something done here if these guys don't decide to rise up. In fact, it's really, really unlucky that they haven't made any progress so far. I feel like it's been 2 years. Oh, well, there you go. Right as I speak, there they are. Speaking of months, though. Air doesn't like me. That's okay. I don't need you to love me. I just need you to be chill for a second. Okay. Let this 1 month tick by, so I have a 95% early Carrick. I'll put these guys on the boat. And I'll send them off. Lose a bit of money. That isn't quite the plan either. Oh well. I feel like this should be okay. They have a strong navy, but I don't think they'll do as fine in the inland combat. So I'll at least give it a shot. Oh, and there we go. Right as I need them to. There they are, doing their thing. I'll leave this fort completely unattended. 11,000 is not very many, but it's enough to siege everything, so that works for me. Maybe I should keep these guys back home, so don't spend so much. Now, once you guys get to Messina and occupy that, the theory is that you'll probably hop over here and start converting mainland. If you don't, we're going to have some issues and I'll have to choose another path. Prevailing theory, though, is that should work out just fine. Now this is a, of course it's a mountain fort, so I'm going to try and reinforce that a little bit. There are 18,000 Portuguese in total that we have to fight. You guys can hold another 10 guys, so I will do this. Just a straight transfer like this. Oh, a new heir. Not the greatest, but not willing to chuck him into a lake right now, so don't think I will. As for if we were to accept these rebels, yeah, we actually can't, unfortunately. We'll have to wait for them to go over here and occupy the capital, do a couple of evil things all over the place. And if I can somehow... Well, this recent uprising is gonna take another 9 years before we can stop it, so... Oh, there we go. Now they're converting that. Well, not converting, but they're taking over the one fort that I need them on. Now I wonder if you're gonna try and get. Yeah, you have access through Castile, so if you ever decided to, you probably could destroy me. I'm just gonna keep reinforcing this fort over here. I'm also capped on admin, unfortunately. Should have taken that. I don't know why I didn't take this. Definitely should have taken that a while ago. Oh well. I can also go ahead and start working on my defensive, offensive ideas. Right. Exactly what I said. Oh boy, what's this? Local unrest in a couple of areas. The merchant guilds are upset. Or we lose some money and we gain base tax. So we lose money, we gain a bit of income, and they get a bit of influence. Rather they have influence than not, so I can demand some money from them soon. Of course, I'm gonna go into a little bit of debt here, but I'm not too concerned. As for you guys, someone's blockading this port. They can't move if they're blockaded, so... Oh, hold on, where are you going? Please not the capital, please not the capital. Moving to Jerba, which is... No idea. Wait, where are you going? Jerba. Here? Yes, beautiful. As long as they don't move to the capital. I need this to be one of the last things. Because I need them to occupy, like, everything here. Basically just 50% of my dev. So, this over here was pretty good, because it's 31 dev. I don't have a lot of dev to start with. A 31's a good thing to start with. I have 184. Now, not to do too much math on that one, but it sounds to me like I need 94 dev? 92 dev? Something like that? 92 dev, I believe. To be occupied, so... I have about a third of that done already. I need you to go grab these things, really. So that's another 30 off of these, at least. Then over here, I don't think we have 30 over here. No, we definitely don't. So I need them to grab pretty much all of this area and the capital. Once they take the capital, I think we have something similar to 15 months to take it back. So they'll have 15 months to keep going along here and doing things. Hopefully they follow a good path, because if they get like even 49% and nothing else, then that's a bit of an issue. I'm also not sure if it has to be stated dev or if it has to be all dev in total. Not too sure about that one, but hopefully things go just well. I hope they're not, you know, drawn to go to forts, because that would kind of suck if they are. Because then they'll try and go to the capital, but, you know, as long as they grab everything else first, not all is lost. They can just keep doing things. Okay, Siege of Malaga is done. I really only want one thing, but if I can grab Ceuta, that would make my day a little better, so... How about we move those guys over there? Where is the Portuguese army? I'm not quite sure. Anyways, there we go. Good thing you guys grabbed that. No one should be blockading this, hopefully. Really hope no one blockades that. I need you to walk across, of course. Let's start moving these guys along. Over to Ceuta. I could go as far as Algarve, actually. Interesting. It would give me a higher percentage of Catholic dev, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Ceuta's Sunni. So taking Portuguese land would give me a much higher, or not much, but slightly higher percentage of Catholic land, which is, you know, a good thing, obviously. It's going to help me convert a little bit faster. Maybe not faster, but with a little more assurance, at least. And yes, you're converting this land. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for doing your job so well. Free conversions everywhere. My favorite. No, I actually want you in Algarve. Believe it or not, that is where I want you. Might as well do it the easy way, though. because for some reason the Portuguese Navy decides not to exist today, so I might as well blockade their coasts. Can I raid? I can raid. Ugh, why wouldn't I have raided? Is 75 the number for that? Yeah, 1475 I think was the last time we could raid, so I might as well bring the light ships out of here. Go for some coastal raids, maybe? Unless I already grabbed them. Nope, I didn't. Okay. As long as the Portuguese fleet doesn't pop out or anything. I do see Portuguese army here, but we're not very far on this anyway, right? I wouldn't mind just taking them down. You guys have a 0-2, I have a 1-2. I also don't get the crossing penalty. I also happen to have no cavalry, though, but they can't flank me because my infantry's too much. Okay. Shouldn't be too much of an issue with that, I don't think. And yes, it looks like you guys are going absolutely in the right direction, which is what I love to see. As long as you don't, like, move over here, that would be really awkward, because I need a little more out of you than just whatever you're doing here. Of course, my religious unity is going to take a massive hit here, but that's okay. Once our religious unity hits 50%, I think, is when we can safely say that we're exactly where we want to be. At least I believe so. That might not at all be how it works, but we can hope at least. Now, how is this doing? No raids? Did I really raid too early? Oh, must have been a raid or two that I missed. Okay. We'll bring these guys back here then. Royal marriage with the Ottomans died. Of course, once we swap to Catholic, it's going to be harder to do that anyway. Also, Jared, don't you dare touch a single thing here. Because if they change directions from this high dev land, I will never forgive you, Jared. Yeah, go mind your own business. You will get killed. You know what? Maybe it's better that they get killed. Maybe it is better. Anyways, 32%. If I could take this, I would be grateful, but I do require your capital. Which you have a level 3 fort on. Okay. Let me save myself a bit of trouble and a bit of manpower by doing that. Where are you going? Seuss. Ah, oh, beautiful. I was so concerned that you were going to do something stupid, but I guess it's zone of control stuff. Okay. If you take my capital, then we have trouble. Because it'll be a little while until we can fix that. Anyways, I'll probably lose money again. To be honest. I'm less concerned about money out of everything that we have to deal with, so. Speaking of which, though, maybe I'll send, not with that guy, but at least I'll send you to Tunis. These guys should be relatively sufficient, I believe. And I think we'll just peace out once we take the capital. No naval battle, of course. I'm just looking to have the capital, and that's it. And then hopefully we can increase our total development of Catholic lands. There's some pretty okay development here, so I wouldn't mind grabbing it. And of course, keep in mind, someone here is going to be developing colonialism, unless it starts off in England, which would suck. But let's not worry about that. Let's get ourselves another idea group, which itself shall be religious. Likely. Because once I do convert here, I'm really only going to count on half of my land being Catholic. I'm going to want to convert things quite a little bit more, and fast at that. And keep in mind, I have to convert everything that I conquest here as well. And if the Protestant Reformation is strong, then that'll help me out. If it isn't strong, then I can swap to Protestant, and again, it'll also help me out, so I think that's a solid decision to make. 35%, oh boy. I'm really gonna hope you don't go to my capital. Religious zealots are not quite like separatists. They don't have that scripted move to the nearest capital type of behavior. Oh, thank God. I really want you to avoid my capital as long as you can. Take it last if you must, but just not yet. Okay, I think they'll can't speak. I think they'll stay within my lands for the most part. And you know what, I might as well decrease that fort, give them something for free. Yeah, in fact this one doesn't need to be up either. I can save myself a bit of cash. 57 and we haven't grabbed it. Okay, beautiful. Your AI dictates, yes, that you should definitely step on an unoccupied fort. And there's that, which should give me access to a bit of land here. How angry am I making people? I could even take your capital. Disgusting. Do I want to? Maybe. Not that Castile can do much about it, right? So I'm sort of feeling like I might as well. Though the admin costs are ridiculous. The problem with taking this land is I can't make you into a vassal, but you're also Sunni, so you wouldn't even make the best vassal either. This would be a power move, but I could also do it later. But it's a level 3 fort, I really should take it. It's not like they have other forts on this continent, right? There's just the one. So, I really should take their only fort to make subsequent sieges much easier. In fact, there's no reason for me to stop here either. Like, I'll take the L on the navy, but I mean, depending, am I gonna take the L, or can I squeeze away without a loss? Apparently, I can squeeze away without a loss, except for apparently my my one galley here, but that's okay. That's absolutely fine. Terrible idea. Awful, awful garbage idea. But I've gone ahead and done it. So, looks like I'm committed. Oh, and you've gone ahead and moved the ship immediately, huh? Oh, of course you have. Well, at least I can demand a bit more, but you're at medium because of the ongoing battle. I'm gonna lose these ships, at least a few of them. But I'll at least take enough money to make that worth it, so I can just rebuild them. Actually, I've lost no ships at all. Beautiful. Now you're at low. I can ask for war reps as well as a bunch of cash. Ooh, beautiful. I can't core all this land and making the Catholics angry anyway, but I'll take it. Beautiful. I'll leave these guys here so they can maintain that business. This is a really high, you know, value of Catholic land actually, which is great. We start off by actually coring Lisboa. So over here I'm going to have quite a large sum of Catholic land. So that's 20, a 10, a 9. So about half of that, I think, contributes to the total amount that's Catholic. Or is needed, rather. You did not swap religions. Why did you not swap religions? Oh, because you were in range of an active fort, of course. Yeah, that's my fault. Forts are gonna hinder that progress, so of course. Right. Well, there is today's timer. I've gone ahead and taken a bunch of land. People are angry, I imagine. Oh, yes, they are. Ooh. Sure made those Lithuanians angry taking that land in Portugal, if I do say so myself. But on the bright side, we don't have to do that all too often. We can wait a while before touching that whole thing again. For now, I'm gonna just send these guys back out to protect trade in Tunis, with slightly damaged. I don't know if... Well, Castile never took expansion, right? Or exploration, so... They're sure as hell not spawning anything. You're not spawning anything. You're not... Wait, what? Why aren't you spawning anything? You went humanist? Disgusting. Why would you go humanist? What? Looks like Portugal's the only candidate in the world, unless we have like a... Let's check. Do we have a colonial... No, no colonial Ottomans. No colonial Mamluks. Ming? No, no colonial Ming. Okay, well, it looks like it's up to Portugal. Meaning I may as well just get myself a free ride here to colonialism, which is great. Unless they spawn it somewhere stupid like over here. But you moved your capital to Aveiro, so I'm assuming it won't be something stupid like that. Let's go and get these claimed, by the way. Those really nice high dev areas. And you'll just sit here for a while. I'm wondering... exactly how bad will these separatists be? 47% towards enforcing their demands. Okay, yeah, because they're 8 out of 32 provinces. That's a-okay, actually. I can't accept your demands until you step on my capital. Yeah, so they're gonna keep converting things. Totally fine. I'm going to leave that to do its thing. I'm literally just gonna let them do whatever the hell they want. No strings attached, just do whatever you like. I'll rival the Mamluks back. Hopefully they don't try to kill me in my semi-weakened state here. They might see my rebels and think it's a show of weakness. Hopefully they don't. But you never know with the AI. Let me convert some... or not convert, let me core a couple things here. And, well, we'll just wait and see how this goes. I mean, it's going pretty well so far. They are 52% done occupying... well, apparently they're 52% done enforcing their demands, which I think requires 50% of the provinces. Yeah. So we might need them to occupy a little more. Hopefully I've helped them a little bit by adding some more dev here. I'm going to do some checking between episodes to see if it needs to be state land or total land. If it's total, we might actually be fine, because I grabbed myself what appears to be, well, 30, 39, 46 extra development in Catholic lands. So, anyways, we'll check that out between episodes. For now, this is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to give a special thank you to the following patrons. In the $1 tier we have Quiet Guy, Quaggersol, Rising Runner, DLNM, and Francesco. In the $3 tier we have Ben Greenhagen. In the $10 tier we have Natsuki. And in the $20 tier we have Chewy Shoot. Thank you guys so much for helping to move this channel forward. You guys mean a lot to me and I couldn't possibly thank you enough.